I'm going to hand the mic over now to Elizabeth May. She's the leader of the Green Party, and she's also a one-time worker for Barriere Lake, and I can let her tell you about that. Thanks.
Miigwech, merci, thank you. Like Charlie, I'm very proud to be here to stand in solidarity with you from the community, from the First Nation of Algonquin of Barriere Lake. The accord that was agreed to in 1991 is significant and important and should not be forgotten. We need to remember that at a time when Quebecers were not yet paying attention to the issues that are now so important, the people of Quebec have benefited enormously from the leadership of your community, because in Barriere Lake and the Algonquin of Barriere Lake, in expressing the concerns more than a decade ago, almost 20 years ago, expressing concerns against clear cutting in the Lavandrie Wildlife Reserve, expressing concerns against the use of herbicides in the forests in Quebec. Those practices are not allowed across the province anymore, but it was the Algonquin of Barriere Lake who brought it to public attention. That agreement, the trilateral agreement for integrated resource management, for the sharing of the benefits of the resources of their land base of 10,000 square kilometers, has been left behind, and we now have the community subjected to completely intolerable interference in political affairs for that community, including putting in place a government that was not elected in accordance with traditional methods of the Algonquin of Barriere Lake, jailing the chief that the people would like to see. Benjamin Nottaway should never have spent a minute in jail, much less Christmas and New Year in jail. I was just speaking to a friend of mine who reminded me of a quote from Gandhi, that civil disobedience in the interests of justice is the duty of everyone. Civil disobedience is in the interest of justice is a responsibility. It is not a jailable offense, and if you're in jail for nonviolent civil disobedience in pursuit of a legally binding agreement, then you are a political prisoner. You are a political prisoner. And in this country, in this day and age, that's a scandal. So we will stand with you. I'm very grateful to have been invited to speak for a few minutes. Miigwech, thank you. Get Benjamin out of jail. Get the chief elected through a proper process. Let the Elders' Council be victorious again in court. And let's see Mr. Chuck Strahl get better legal advice than what he's now been getting. Return and implement the Trilateral Accord. Thank you very much.
Aboriginal rights under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Aboriginal rights under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Indigenous